Hello, this is Mrs. Taylor, and I'm going to introduce you to finding derivatives of logarithmic functions. So the first one we're going to look at is natural log of x. And the rule is that if you take the derivative of natural log of x, it equals 1 over x as long as x is greater than 0. Remember that you cannot take the natural log of a negative number, and also you cannot have 0 on the bottom. So that's why this domain restriction is here. And then if we modify that for composite functions, it would be the derivative with respect to x of natural log of u equals 1 over u times du over dx. You can simplify it to just u prime over u, which tends to be the easier version to remember. And again, that same domain restriction holds true. So to apply this rule, in example A here, we have the derivative with respect to x of natural log of 2x. The derivative would be u prime over u. So the derivative of u, which would be 2 over u, which is 2x. And then the 2's divide to equal 1, so it simplifies to 1 over x. In example B, we have the derivative with respect to x of natural log of x squared plus 1. The derivative would be u prime over u, which the derivative of u would be 2x over u, which would be x squared plus 1. And this would be the simplified answer because the x's here would not eliminate due to this plus sign in the denominator. So that would be my simplified derivative. And then C, for example, we won't go over it here, but you would use product rule. And when you would take the derivative of natural log of x, it would be 1 over x, and you would simplify after you wrote out the product rule. So that's natural logarithms. And then just a standard logarithm. The rule is derivative with respect to x of log base a of u equals 1 over natural log of a times u times du over dx. And so this is just one of those formulas you have to memorize. And so if we were to apply it here to find the derivative of log base 10 of cosine of x, we'd have 1 over natural log of the base, which is 10. So 1 over natural log of 10 times u, which would be cosine of x, times the derivative of u, which would be the derivative of cosine, which is negative sine. So written out, it looks like this. And then to simplify further, I can move this sign on top of this quotient, and then I would recognize that I would have sine over cosine, which is equal to tangent. And so I would have, as a result, negative tangent over natural log of 10. And so my fully simplified answer for this derivative would be negative tangent of x over natural log of 10. And so those are the two rules for logarithms and finding their derivative.